అయిపోయింది. We are doing problems in boundary layer theory, especially to find out the thickness of boundary layer, how to do the problem we discussed, and a little bit involved problems are given in the material, and they are equally important for the examination point of view as well as for practice. And hence, in the afternoon hours or in the stray hours, we better do problems. So, momentum integral equation is the major equation which is used in finding the thickness of boundary layer. And also we had equations for finding the coefficient of drag and of course local coefficient of drag. When coefficient of drag is asked to find, generally it is average coefficient of drag, which is defined by drag force divided by half rho A is rho U square into A. We solve a problem. See, this is a very simple problem for the velocity profile given in the last equation, which is small u by capital U equal to 2 into y by delta minus y by delta whole square. See, that equation we had in the last problem. This is the equation u by capital U equal to 2 into y by delta minus y square by delta square. So using that velocity profile, you are required to find here the thickness of boundary layer at the end of the plate and the drag force on one side of the plate 1 meter long and 0.8 meter wide when placed in water flowing with a velocity of 150 mm per second. And we have to calculate the value of coefficient of drag for this problem. And the viscosity of water is given as 0.01 poise. So here there are peculiar units given. The velocity of fluid given 150 mm per second. So it has to be converted into meter per second. So 150 into 10 power minus 2. Similarly, 1 poise is equal to 10 power minus 1 Newton second per meter square. So using that, we write 0.01 poise, which is the unit for dynamic viscosity in CGS system is poise. So that can be converted into SI system by multiplying with 10 power minus 1. So 0.01 into 10 power minus 1 Newton second per meter square, we can calculate dynamic viscosity of water. And based on, see, the velocity profile we got, the thickness of bound layer we got earlier, for example, you see how we got in the earlier problem. In the earlier problem, we got the value of delta we had the equation. You see this. The value of delta, thickness of bound layer, is 5.48 into x by root r u. So using that equation, or suppose the velocity profile is given here in this problem, you have to do the entire problem again using momentum integral equation, which is tau 0 by rho capital U square equal to dou by dou x of theta, where theta is momentum thickness defined by integral 0 to delta small u by capital U into 1 minus small u by capital U dy. So that has to be done actually, but here, because in the previous problem we had it, and we got delta equal to 5.48 into x into Rex power minus 1 by 4, or 5.48 x by root Rex. Rex power, of course, minus 1 minus 0.5, not 1 by 0.25. It is 5.48 into x by root Rex. So using that equation, we have to calculate thickness of bound layer, and of course at x is equal to L, where where the length of the plate is 1 meter long, and in that way we have to find the delta value, the bound layer thickness value. See, the bound layer thickness value, you can find it by 5.48 L by root REL. So REL means the Reynolds number value at x is equal to L, which is rho into U into L by mu. As we have seen in 5 case, it is rho Vd by mu. So the D can, we can replace D by L. In the place of D, we can write L. It will be Reynolds number for the plate. And of course, the Reynolds number limit is different. Laminar limit is up to 5 into 10 power 5. And turbulent limit is if it exceeds 7 into 10 power 7, it is, of course, a turbulent zone. And we have to find REL, the rho into U into L by mu. The density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube, and velocity is given 150 into 10 power minus 3, and L 1 meter divided by mu 0.001 Newton second per meter square. And doing calculation, you have 15 into 10 power 4, or 1,50,000 Reynolds number value, which is less than 5 into 10 power 5 lakhs. So it is laminar bound layer. So of course, the formula for delta, whether it is laminar, turbulent, or anything, it remains same. It is discussed. It remains same. That is the using tau 0 by rho u square is equal to dou by dou x of theta. You can find the value of delta after many manipulations, of course, many mathematical manipulations, and after introducing many boundary conditions. So, uh, of course, we avoid all those things because we had these things in the earlier problem, and therefore we use directly delta equal to 5.48 x by root r x, where x is L and it is 1 meter, and Reynolds number value is 1,50,000. Using that delta value, we get 0.014 meter approximately, or 14 mm, of course. So that is the thickness of our layer, and you can find FD value, drag force value, using again the formula which we had earlier. The formula for the earlier problem we got, because all these have to be actually derived. See, the earlier problem we got CD value. CD value by using CD is equal to FD by half rho A U square, and after finding FD value as integral 0 to L tau 0 into BDX, and using uh, tau 0 value again from the equation we got earlier from uh, that momentum integral equation. We had it 2 by 15 rho into u square into dou by dou x of delta. And of course, this delta value we had 5.48 into x by root rex, and mixing these things, we will have tau 0 value, and that tau 0 is it can be substituted in the equation of D, which is equal to integral 0 to L tau 0 into BDX, and that tau 0 in terms of Reynolds number we can substitute, and we can make integration. And after doing such a long mathematical manipulation, we had CD value 0.73 into B into mu into U root rho UL by B, which is Reynolds number divided by half rho A U square. And that using that equation, we can have the value, drag force value. And again, finding, see here, CD value we had in the earlier problem, 1.46 divided by root REL. So using these two equations, we can find drag coefficient and drag force. The drag force, we had the drag force value 0.73 into B into mu into capital U root rho into UL by mu. That's all. Where CD value is shown, but we avoid denominator. In the numerator, FD value is there, drag force value is there, and after that, by dividing it by half rho A U square, we found the drag coefficient value, which is 1.46 divided by root REL. So using these equations directly, we find the equation for drag force as well as the coefficient of drag. You observe that directly the equation 0.73 into B into mu into capital U root rho U L by mu is substituted, and of course root rho U by rho L by V is Reynolds number, that is 15 into 10 power 4 directly substituted, and width of the plate wide 0.8 meter wide, and dynamic viscosity 0.01 into 10 power minus 1 Newton second per meter square, and velocity 150 mm per second into 10 power minus 3 is substituted, and the drag force is worked out in SI system Newton. And this is drag force, and the coefficient of drag, if you substitute 1.46 divided by root REL, because the velocity profile it is given in this problem to take from the previous problem, because all these things are calculated in the previous problem. And of course, if suppose the problem is given with the velocity profile here in this problem, the same velocity profile as we have calculated, as we have followed in the earlier problem, then you should have done all the manipulations, all the mathematical manipulation in this problem as we did in the earlier problem. So such a long problem is this. However, we have taken these reduced equation from the previous equations, but the procedure is same, and CD is 1.46 divided by root REL, where REL value, Reynolds number value at L is equal to 1 meter is calculated, 15 into 10 power 4 we calculated, and drag coefficient is found. So though this problem has only a few steps, but more involved if velocity profile, and if previous problem is not there, all the things we have to you must have done in the examinations. Okay, you see the one more standard problem. This is a standard problem. A velocity profile small u by capital U is equal to 3 by 2 into y by delta minus 1 by 2 into y by delta whole cube, which is laminar bound layer velocity profile, standard laminar bound layer velocity profile. And for this velocity profile, you have to calculate thickness of the bound layer, shear stress, drag force, coefficient of drag in terms of Reynolds number. Now, if you can do this type of standard problems using momentum integral equation, tau 0 by rho u square is equal to dou by dou x of theta, then you can do any, of course, any problem of velocity profile. So now you here, once bound layer thickness is asked, you have to recall the momentum integral relation, which is tau 0 by rho into capital U square is equal to dou by dou x of theta, where theta is momentum thickness, integral 0 to delta small u by capital U into 1 minus small u by capital U into dy. So here the algebra will have see in the bracket where in the momentum thickness we will have three terms: 1 minus 3 by 2 y by delta plus 1 by 2 y by delta whole cube. Three terms are there. Outside the bracket, small u by capital U there, it involves two terms. So 2 into 3, you will get 6 terms, and you must do this algebraic manipulations carefully, and one can do it. So now we write tau 0 by rho square is equal to dou by dou x of integral 0 to delta. In case of u by capital, you write 3 by 2 y by delta minus 1 by 2 y by delta whole cube. And after doing the algebra, you get finally the value of theta or momentum thickness as 3 by 4 delta minus of course 3 by 2 3 by 4 delta gets cancelled, and okay, it is only in terms of delta we got this, and after of course many manipulations See, the manipulations we got after multiplication are uh, uh, in the sequence are 3 by 2 y by delta minus 9y square 4 delta square plus 3y power 4 by 4 delta power 4 minus y cube by 2 delta cube plus 3y power 4 plus 3y power 4 by 4 delta power 4 minus y power 6 by 4 delta power 6 dy. So once delta is, of course, once integration is done, this will become 3 by 2 y square by 2 delta minus 9y cube by 3 into 4 delta square plus 3y power 5 by 5 into 4 delta power 4 minus y power 4 by 4 into 2 delta cube plus 3y power 5 by 5 4 into 4 delta power 4 minus y power 7 by 7 into 4 delta power 6. So when limits are applied from 0 to delta, in the place of delta y, you have to substitute delta once upper limit is substituted. And in place of y, 0 is to be substituted once lower limit is substituted. Because all the terms, all the 6 terms have y term in them. So only the upper limit is to be applied. And for lower limit, of course, all these 6 terms become 0 and it has no value. And therefore, with upper limit, if you substitute in place of y delta value, we will get this value as 39 by 280 dou by dou x of 39 by 280 into delta. That is the momentum thickness value, 39 by 280 into delta. So that value you can have after many manipulations. So you see this 39 by 280. And this has been asked in for momentum thickness calculation also. See, in one of the examinations, there this velocity profile had been given, and you are asked to find the momentum thickness also. So that momentum thickness we will get 39 by 20 delta. Then this is applied, the momentum integral relation applied. So tau 0 over rho square equal to 39 by 20 into dou delta by dou x. And therefore tau 0 equal to rho u square 39 by 280 dou delta by dou x. And now the shear stress in terms of Newton's law of shear stress is given by tau 0 into mu dou u by dou y at y equal to 0, where small u equal to capital U into 3 by 2 y by delta minus y by delta whole cube, y by minus 1 by 2 y by delta whole cube. So now find out dou u by dou y. Dou u by dou y, if you find out, so it is equal to capital U into 3 by 2 delta into 1 minus dou by dou y of y cube is 3y square by 2 into 2 delta square. So what is dou by dou y of 3 y cube is 3y square by 2 delta square, 2 delta cube. So in that way, you will find dou u by dou y at y equals 0 equal to capital U into 3 by 2 delta minus 3 by 2 delta cube into y square. In the place of y square, you substitute 0. So therefore, dou u by dou y at y equals 0 is 3 by 2 into capital U by delta. So when you substitute in tau 0 value, you will get mu into 3 by 2 delta, which is 3 by 2 mu by delta. Now this relation we substitute in the above equation. So now we get 39 by 280 rho u square into dou delta by dou x is equal to 3 by 2 mu u by delta. And if you keep delta terms on one side, we get delta into dou delta is equal to 3 by 2 mu u into 280 by 39 into 1 by rho u square into dou x. So that when simplified, we get 420 divided by 39 mu into dou x by rho u. So now this can be integrated on both sides. So delta square by 2 we will get in the left hand side when we integrate, and in the right hand side we will get 420 by 39 mu by rho u into x plus integration constant. And this integration constant we will get by substituting a boundary condition at x is equal to 0, the bound length equals delta is 0. And if you substitute that, we will get 0 equal to 0 plus c or c equal to 0. And therefore we write delta square by 2 is equal to 420 by 39 mu into x by rho u. And in that way we will get delta value by manipulations again. 2 comes to the right hand side, and the square root if you can do on both sides, delta remains in the left hand side, and the remaining equation with square root remains in the right hand side. So that leads to delta equal to 4.64 x by root Rex, where Rex is rho ux by mu. Or with all without Rex, you will get 4.64 into square root mu by rho ux. Of course, into x inside the bracket. And in that way, you get delta in terms of Reynolds number. And then we have to get tau zero. Tau zero, that is shear stress on the wall. So substituting the value of this delta in the place of what we got in the earlier equation, we have the equation for tau zero, the Newton's law of shear stress equation. We had 3 by 2 mu u by delta. So in that way, if you substitute delta value here in tau zero, you will get the value of tau zero is equal to 0.323 mu u by x into root Rex. And in that way, we can find shear stress. And drag force, you get Fd is equal to integral 0 to L tau 0 into the area, shear area, B into dx. So the value of tau 0, you will substitute here, which is 0.323 mu into capital U by x into root Rex, and of course into B dx. And again, we expand Rex, which is rho ux by mu, and integrate with respect to x and get Fd value. So in this way, we'll get the value of Fd. We'll get Fd is equal to 0.646 into mu u root rho ul by v into b. And using that, you observe this. Using that, the value of coefficient of drag, which is defined as FD by half rho AU square, where area is the width of the plate into length of the plate, B into L. So using that, you can calculate CD value, coefficient of drag or average coefficient of drag. You will calculate. See here, algebraic manipulations are are involved in this problem. So you have to do these algebraic manipulations. So 0.646 into mu into u root rho ul by mu into b by half rho into b into l into capital U square. And using that value, you will get the coefficient of drag CD equal 1.292 by root REL. And that is how we will get. And here, more care is required to condense, to reduce the equation, and high care is required, where REL is equal to rho UL by Reynolds number value. And in this way, see here what what way this textbook follow. More number of problems given, because for a student, whenever this type of bound layer concept, to understand bound layer concept, you have to do at least with the three problems. The one having two terms we have seen in the last problem, and one having a single term we have seen at the beginning, and this third problem with velocity profile having three terms, 2 into y by delta minus 2 into y by delta whole cube plus y by delta whole power 4. And for this velocity profile, you have to find an expression for bound layer thickness, shear stress, drag force, of course on one side of the plate, and coefficient of drag in terms of Reynolds number. And Reynolds number, you remember, it is rho UL by mu, where u is the free stream velocity, L is the length of the plate, and of course rho and mu are properties of fluid flow. And that is the how Reynolds number is verified. And whatever is the Reynolds number, I told you, the momentum integral equation can be applied. It can be applied. So it is immaterial, or it is no way concerned with Reynolds number. Whatever is the Reynolds number value, the momentum integral equation can be applied. Therefore, without knowing the value of Reynolds number value, the momentum integral relation tau 0 by rho u square is equal to dou by dou x of theta is applied, where theta is integral 0 to delta into u by capital into 1 minus 1 by capital dy integrated from 0 to delta. And you better do these theta value separately, not like that given in the textbook. So outside the bracket, in the integral, there are three terms. In the bracket, there are four terms. So 3 into 4, 12 terms will come. So therefore, high care is required. All the 12 terms we have to carefully get by multiplication. So this is all algebra. You can do this algebra by by paying more attention, or this is not unique. I can tell you, this is not unique. If you want the first three terms one by one, and multiply one by one term with all the four terms, that is one way. And other way is to multiply the first three terms with uh, the bracketed four terms individually. That is other way. Of course, it is up to you to get all the 12 terms the in what way you feel easy, and in what way you want to do. It is up to you. So, in that way, all the four terms can be had. All the 12 terms will have. See, all the 12 terms, have been written. See, one way is 2y by delta is multiplied with 1, and 2y by delta is multiplied with 2y by delta, which becomes minus 4y square by delta square, and 2y by delta is multiplied with plus 2y cube by delta cube, which becomes 4y power 4 by delta power 4, and again 2y by delta is multiplied with minus y power 4 by delta power 4, and it becomes minus 2y power 5 by delta power 5. Now these four terms are the resultant of multiplication with 2y by delta, multiplication of 2y by delta, and all the four terms in the bracket. And this is with first term 1. So then you have to multiply all the three terms outside the bracket minus 2y by delta, which is inside the bracket. And that inside bracket, which you will get minus 2y by delta into, of course, minus 2y power 5, 2y cube by delta cube. So with that, in that way, you have to multiply carefully and get four more terms. Four more terms you must get. So the other four terms are given. You observe, and then y power 4 by delta power 4 with all the four terms in the bracket. See, the second term, for example, minus 2y cube by delta cube is multiplied with all the four terms. You get minus 2y cube by delta cube and plus 4y power 4 by delta power 4 minus 4y power 6 by delta power 6 plus 2y power 7 by delta power 7. These are the four terms when you multiply with minus 2y cube by delta cube. And then if you multiply y power 4 by delta power 4 with all the four terms, you will get the result y power 4 by delta power 4, then multiplied with 1, and minus 2y power 5 by delta power 5 plus 2y power 7 by delta power 7 minus y power 8 by delta power 8 into dy. Of course, now after reducing this equation, that means after doing algebraic manipulations, that means if suppose y by delta terms are repeated, then reduce, add or subtract or do the algebra such that only y by delta into some coefficient is there. So in that way, when these are condensed, these are reduced, you will get like this: 2y by delta minus 4y square by delta square minus 2y cube by delta cube plus 9y power 4 by delta power 4 minus 4y power 5 by delta power 5 minus 4y power 6 by delta power 6 plus 4y power 7 by delta power 7 minus y power 8 by delta power 8 remains. This into dy, of course, now integration can be performed. See, before integration only, the reduction or simplification is to be done. Otherwise, what will happen if you don't reduce or do algebra or simplify the equation before integration? What will happen? More numbers, more terms will come in integration also, and it leads to a complex. Uh, it leads to complexity. So instead, if you can reduce or simplify the equation before integration itself, then you will make integration simplified. Therefore, simplified before integration. That is the best method. You can do this in another way also. Without simplification, you can integrate each and every term, all 12 terms, but it is not a good habit. So in some way, because more the number of terms, more integrations have to perform. And if anyone in any one term, if you make a mistake, it leads to wrong result. Therefore, simplification is the best option for integration. So in that way, you simplify before integration, and after simplification, recheck it, and whether the terms are again repeated or simplified, and whether got correctly or not. You have to verify it carefully, and after verification, you go for integration. And of course, all the terms have y in it, and therefore lower limit 0 has no value, and therefore only with upper limit only you can substitute after integration. And beforehand, we integrate using integral x power n, dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. And after doing integration, and after limits are applied, that is delta, you will have dou by dou x of delta minus 4 by 3 delta minus 1 by 2 delta plus 9 by 5 delta minus 2 by 3 delta minus 4 by 7 delta plus 1 by 2 delta minus 1 by 9 delta. Here, this see one more thing we have to recall is how to do the least count of see LCM, least common multiple of these denominators. The denominators have, of course, one in the first term, 3 in the second term, again 1, 2 in the third term, 5 in the fourth term, 3 in the sixth term, fifth term, 7 in the sixth term, 2 in the seventh term, like that 1 by 9 in the last term. So to have the least common multiple, you have to get least common multiple of these denominators, all the denominators, and you have to calculate LCM, and here which is worked out to be 315, or better you do multiplication of 1 into 3 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 7 into 2 into 9. Either you can do in that way also. In that way also you can do. Again, here complexity arise with multiplication with more numerals. Therefore, each and every term has to be done carefully. For example, if, as I said, if you use LCM as 1 into 3 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 7 into 2 into 9, then the first term in the numerator, you will get 3 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 7 into 2 into 9 into, of course, delta you can keep outside. And in that way, here, for if you get LCM 315, because 1 is avoided, you will get 315 as it is in the numerator for first term, and minus, so 3, avoid 3, and you will get the LCM, the numeral value in the numerator as 1 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 7 into 2 into 9 into, of course, 4, which is there in the numerator, and that becomes 420 minus 420. And this again coming to 1 by 2 delta. For that, you have to avoid 2, and you have to write 1 into 3 into 5 into 3 into 7 into 2 into 9. That is, he has done that as 3 into 2, 6 into 5, 30, and of course 3, because 3 is repeated, you need not write 3, write 3, or instead only 9 can be written and avoid these 3's. So the LCM, you can make it as 1 into 2 into 5 into 9 directly into 7 into 2. That can be done like that also. So the way you do LCM is also matters. If you can write all the numeral values, all the denominators, that is one way. If you can appropriately solve LCM, the procedure for LCM, you can have LCM 315 as it is given in the problem. So with that 315, you can make you can get each and every term in the numerator. 315 minus 420 plus 567 minus 210 minus 180 minus 35. Here the complexity here lies while finding LCM one way, and while getting numeral values in for each term in the numerator also. Therefore, a complicated algebra. So though it is a manipulation with many numerical values, it requires high care, and ultimately you should get correct value. So in that way, the after doing LCM, and after uh, the numerator is reduced, you will get the value 37 by 315 delta. So that is the momentum thickness value. So in that way, you will get tau 0 by rho u square is equal to dou by dou x of 37 by 315 delta. And it is 37 by 315 dou delta by dou x. Therefore, tau 0 is equal to 37 by 315 rho u square into dou by dou x of delta. And in this way, the shear stress is calculated in terms of delta, and then you alternately you can find out shear stress by Newton's law of viscosity, or shear stress as tau 0 equal to mu dou u by dou y at y is equal to 0, where u is given as capital U into 2y by delta minus 2y cube by delta cube plus y power 4 by delta power 4. So that velocity profile has to be differentiated with respect to y, and after that we have to keep y is equal to 0 after differentiation, and the differentiation dou u by dou y, you will get capital U into 2 by delta minus 2 into 2 y by delta square plus 4y cube by y power 4 delta power 4. And when this is reduced, you get capital U into 2 by delta minus. So of course, keeping y is equal to 0, the second term will be 0, the third term will be 0, and you'll get 2 into capital U by delta 1. So in that way, the value of tau 0, you'll get mu into dou u by dou y at y equal 0, which is mu into 2u by delta. So that you will get 2 into mu into capital U by delta. When these two are equated, you will get delta value after finding constant integration. In general, you will get x is equal 0, delta is equal 0. In general, you will get C0, and in that way you can find delta value. After that, delta is found, you will find shear stress again using 2u into mu by delta value, and drag force you will find by finding Fd equal to integral 0 to length into tau 0 into bdx, and after that drag coefficient, which is average coefficient of drag, you can find Fd by half square. And in terms of Reynolds number, where Reynolds number is defined as rho ul by mu, you can find in terms of Reynolds number. So in that way, you can do more complex problems are given in the book, as well as more complex problems are given in the in the examinations either. Okay, I close this